Welcome back to CBS News 24/7. I'm Reed Cowan. So President-elect Donald Trump shaping up the list of leaders joining him for a second term in the White House. He announced former ICE acting director Tom Homan will take over border control. But listen to this. Homan had this to say to 60 Minutes just days before Donald Trump won the election.
I hear a lot of people say, the talk of a mass deportation is racist. It's threatening to the immigrant community. It's not threatening to the immigrant community. It should be threatening to the illegal immigrant community. But on the heels of historic illegal immigration crisis, that has to be done.
What would the largest deportation in American history look like to you?
Well, let me tell you what's not going to be first. It's not going to be a mass sweep of neighborhoods. It's not going to be building concentration camps. I've read it all. It's ridiculous.
But if mass deportation is not going to be, as you said, massive sweeps and concentration camps,
There'll be concentrated,
what is it?
There'll be targeted arrest.
He was also asked by our reporter there, what about separating families? He said families can be deported together. So let's bring in Bart Jansen right now on the stream for more on this. He's the Justice Department reporter for USA Today. What more do we know about his history on these immigration policies?
Well, he was a bit of a lightning rod during Trump's first administration when he was head of ICE. He was there at the time when they had a zero tolerance policy so that even those people applying for asylum were turned away. And that's what led to that, what was called a family separation policy, because what in effect happened was if the parents were detained separately from the children, then families got separated and something like 5,000 or more children were separated from their parents. So he has been unafraid to conduct the strictest enforcement of immigration laws, and that's what we're expecting in this second term.
So a hardliner by many estimates. Stephen Miller also going to be a part of the Trump administration. He's also a hardliner on immigration issues. What say you about what he could do and what he could bring to realizing Donald Trump's promise to voters relative to immigration policy?
Well, Miller has been the architect and one of the most vocal advocates of what they've been calling mass deportations. There are an estimated 11 million immigrants who lack legal permission to be in the United States, and they have said they could target all of them. In more refined statements, Trump and his allies have said, first, they will target criminal aliens, and so deport them, get rid of them the fastest. But what's unclear to immigration advocates is that anyone who asks for asylum typically gets court hearings. Those hearings are backed up for years.
Right.
And so if they get rid of the hearing process, then that would perhaps move things more swiftly.
Bart Jansen, Justice Department reporter with USA Today. Thank you so much for speaking with us. I have a feeling we'll be talking a lot in the weeks and months to come.